Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are back for some more of the Twilight Princess HD Let's Play. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we finally met up with Lanayru, the light spirit that is here within Lake Hylia, and we have to be on the lookout for what is going to be happening within this vessel of light for the tiers of bugs that we have to go and search for. Now, we already went and got everything out here so far, except for just one more other remaining tiers of light bug, and that is back over here at Lake Hylia that I believe Minna will go and talk to you about. And from right here, we are going to have to face off with this mini boss bug, which is really not all that too difficult for what's going to happen from here. All they really need to do for this guy is that we do have to do some air jumping attacks, kind of like what we did before when we first arrived over here at Lake Hylia, battled out with that flying creature that was showing up with that other type of skeletal type of bulblin that was around over here. But right now, we're just going to go and hit the last type of air jump attacks right now. I did go and do quite a bit of editing just so you guys don't have to see me go through this whole entire type of bug battle. But at the very end of all this is just make sure that you do go and line up with all the different tentacles that are there, because if you don't do that, I believe he will go and kind of reposition himself, and then you have to go and retake on that whole entire battle again, which that would not be really all that too fun. I've had that happen before when I kind of didn't realize, I think probably in what... well, maybe back in my original series, is that I didn't realize that you had to go and knock it with all the different tentacles, and then all of a sudden that creature just came back up and kind of repositioned itself. So not really all that too fun if you don't remember to go and do it all the way there properly. But now, since we are going to be getting this vessel of light all completed and set and finished for right now, we are going to see the actual true form of Lanayru. He is this big, huge, gigantic serpent type of creature that's going to be here, and we're going to see the reason why that this game is going to be rated teen for teen to begin with, because there's a lot of crazy stuff that literally happens out here with just Lanayru getting, getting spawned out of here and having to go through this little cutscene. Because, like, there's a lot of, like, I want to say demented type of stuff that is going to be happening from here. It's like some sort of weird dream sequence that shows up within Link, and, like, there's so many random stuff that is, like, really, like, I want to say, somewhat in the teen rated type of stuff that's going to be here. But within these two videos for today, not only are we going to just be doing, of course, with Twilight Princess, but we are going to be moving on into some more of with the Yokai Watch 3. Pretty excited within there, because we are going to have to go for the last of the Cranky type of spins that we do have. I know that we have a lot of other type of leftover coins on Haley side, or aka known as Silver side, that we're going to have to go and use that out for. Now, I won't go and spoil out with any type of new yokai that we do pick up from there, but hope you guys do go and check it on that when the time actually does happen. We are going to have to do some other type of detective agency quests that are going to be showing up within there as well, too. So, yeah, so now Lanayru is just going to basically just go and kind of talk about all the origin type of stuff that's going on right now within here, and the reason why that all these light spirits are basically guarding whatever the thing that's happening here within within the game for right now. Now, we do have something about with the few shadows. Now, I think I was mistaken. I think there's technically 4 few shadows and not actually 3. I think there is a 4th one, and I'm pretty sure that could actually be located around within the Gerudo Desert area, if I'm not mistaken, because that's kind of like the last little part before you go and kind of see like the whole mirror fuse type of thing that's going to be happening from here. Now, Ilya is gonna, like, basically just go into some sort of Undertaker mode out here and just completely just kind of have her eyes roll in the back of her head and go completely insane right there with the knife. But at least we didn't get ourselves stabbed, but that was pretty crazy. So, I think over here, this is where Link gets also pretty demented as well, too, just with all this type of stuff that's happening here. Yeah, just this whole cutscene is just really scary. I think when I actually first played this, like, I think my first time, like, not on the channel, but the first time that I played it on the GameCube when I got the game for it, I remember seeing this segment here. That kind of, like, freaked me out. It didn't make me, like, stop playing the game, but I kind of had, like maybe a little bit of a nightmare after going to sleep from that day after. So yeah, so here's the 3 light spirits. Now, we've already met up with the other 2 out here so far. We already met up with, what was it, with Orden and Eldon at this point, right? That's just so weird. I wonder if I could probably make that into the thumbnail of the episode. No, that'd just be really weird if I did that. No. But yeah, 2 so far has been collected in our grasp. 2 other ones are still remaining. Oh yeah, now this part right here is just even more weird than what the other different segments were. We're going to be seeing an upside down Ilya that's just getting spun around all over this place. And she's not just the only one, there's just so many of them. What is going on? Why is this game, like, just creating all this weird stuff, man? But at least now we're done. And I think we are at least capable now of actually doing some other exploration around here. Now, the one thing that I never really went and actually was able to go and talk to you guys just yet is that there is something new within here of Twilight Princess HD that you would never actually be able to go and do in the GameCube version. And I'm not talking about using the amiibo for the extra dungeon that you can go and do within this game, but there is also something known as the stamp collecting. Now, if you guys remember before, back in the good old days of the Wii U lifespan, there used to be a thing known as stamp collecting, and back in the day of the 3D world, you were able to use these stamps, and you could actually be able to use it for the Miiverse and stuff, and actually be able to show it to friends and other things of that type of nature from there. Now here in Twilight Princess HD, there is that stamp collecting that you can actually go and do, and there's actually a set of 2 that you can go and find within this little side dungeon that's going to be here. Now, this is a place that we went and explored around before as Wolf Link, but we never really got to go and do it here as Link at this point in time. But now, since the Twilight Curse is now out of this way of the Lake Hylia and the other type of parts around within Zora's domain at this point in time, we could do a lot of different exploration now, and we could go and do some other different little searching for other heart pieces and golden bugs now. Now, one thing that you may probably want to at least try to conserve is with your lamp, because there is a big, huge, lengthy type of part that's going to be in here where you're going to have to go and use your lamp for majority of this. Now, here is one of them right there. There is the letter J, I believe, for the Hylian letters. There looks to be like a total of like 5 different pages. So I'm not really too familiar within the actual stamps though, but let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to go after those type of stamps. I don't really think there's really any type of point of me using the stamps or trying to go and collect them, because again, Miiverse is basically dead at this point in time, and we have Nintendo Switch Online. But I really did like Miiverse for a time. It was actually pretty cool. You had it both for the 3DS and Wii U. I originally used to use it before when I used to make, well, back around like in what was it, maybe 2015 or so, or 16. I do remember doing like different like drawings and stuff and showing it out to all my friends before, because I used to be like an actual like type of person that did quite a bit of sketching before, and I used to draw up some pretty cool Pokemon. Like I think I had like I think I like drawn out like a Skarmory or something. I don't know if I still have that picture to that day, but if I do ever find it or something, I'll probably put a blip of it onto the screen here. But now, since everything is kind of all back together again here in the Twilight area, well, over here in the Lake Hylia area after that Twilight Curse has been broken. I don't know what I was trying to go and say there. But we can now go and talk over here to this cloud guy now. Now, there is something that is down below saying special repairs. Now, we can't really go and do anything about that just yet. Not until we get a letter or something from that type of sort. That we'll have to go and do, and I don't know if we're gonna have to pay rupees for it to get the cannon all set up, but we're gonna make sure that we get this cannon all repaired up later on, because we are gonna have to go and reach over to the Gerudo Desert area, which there is gonna be a dungeon that we're gonna have to go and take on, and I think that that's where the last of the few shadows should actually at least be at. Now, we do actually have here with this minigame house. Now, before we did see the minigame house before, but again, we were Wolf Link, so we couldn't really do anything about it. But here we can go and do something about with it now. Now, I think there's actually 2 different Kukos that you can actually go and use. You can use the normal Kuko, or you can use the or you can use the brown cuckoo. Now, the brown cuckoo, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the fastest of the different birds that you can go and use. Now, unfortunately, the brown one is going to be running away a lot faster compared to the white cuckoos. So you want to at least try to pick up with the brown one there, because that can actually lead us, I want to say, right over to our main objective, and that's getting both with the stamp and also getting ourselves with the heart piece as well. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do quite a bit of some different attempts, though, because well, of course, this area is really all that. It's not, like, too annoying, but it is, like somewhere around where if you don't know how to, like, position yourself properly, you're going to be missing the treasure chest, like, quite a bit. Now, you want to make sure that here for this minigame is that there's a set of, like, 3 main big chests. You got yourself with the 100 roop, you got yourself with the heart piece and the stamp. Now, the 100 roop is actually something that you want to go and probably grab if you are going to be trying to go and collect out for all the different heart pieces, because since Castle Town is back to being normal at this point in time, after the Twilight Curse has now been broken and lifted from here, we can actually now be able to go and do a little sort of mini game in the Castle Town area. And that is where we're going to have to pay out 1,000 rupees to a certain type of priest. Oh, yeah, I think his name was like a priest or some sort of pastor guy or something. We're going to have to go and talk to him, and he'll give us a free heart piece if we go and actually give him that 1,000 rupees. So there's a cuckoo stamp right there. But we are back here once again. This is our second attempt, and I finally made it on over here to where the 100 roop is going to be. Now, I'm pretty certain that this 100 roop will always be here every single time that you go and do this mini game. So that will not go and disappear. It's just that the other ones that are going to be around are going to disappear. So once you do go and grab out with the other type of heart piece that is going to be right there, we already went and grabbed it, and we don't have to really worry about having to come back to it later. But there we go. I think we're all set to finish with now. So I think for right now, we are going to go and end off with the episode out here for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Currently, right now, I'm not going to go for any of the pose, I don't think, for this series. So I'll probably go after one just to at least kind of show you guys how the pose system actually works. But that's going to basically be about it. But the next episode, however, we are going to be doing quite a bit of some other different side questing before we move off into the actual temple, because we still got stuff for golden bugs, we still got stuff for heart pieces, and some other things that are going to still happen for our time. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of Twilight Princess, and of course, peace.